up, everybody? It's your girl Priscilla Yumeda. If you are tuning in for the first time, please hit the little bell. And if you haven't subscribed, look at my face. Why? What did I do? What did I do to you? Please subscribe. Hit the little bell, please. That's the only way you know when I'm putting up a video, okay? Please, would you? Okay, we're going native soup today. Please call your friends, family, tag everybody. You know, people don't realize Nigeria is so diversified. It's so large that people always group everybody to be either Igbo, Yoruba, or Hausa. Whatever happens to the other sub-tribes underneath each block. River State, even though people say they know River State soup, it's so diversified. Every single ethnic inside River State, every single group or village or tribe or tongue have their own recipe. Now hear it from an Ekpeye girl, and let's cook it my way today, all right? If you are tuning in for the first time, I'm begging you to please subscribe. Now let's get to it. We're going to be using catfish. I have deskinned mine and taking out all the bone, deboned it, all right? So this is 2 pounds. Now, I left Nigeria and traded off my metric system, so no kill me. Okay, so I'm going to be using this with shrimp. Listen, if you say River State and I see you go use, you know those shrimps that are already par-cooked, they pre-cooked them, the pink-colored one. Those ones have been cooked, and especially when you get them from the frozen section of the grocery store, especially for Nigeria, how long do you think it's been there? Right? So please, if you say river soup, make sure it's a shrimp, fresh one that is from. Now, I may not guarantee salt water one, all right, but I have to tell you, it has to be fresh. This is a large, half a pound, large size. Periwinkle, now what thing, my people? About 3/4 cup. Then I have what we call ungbe, or baby clam. It's juicy and has some sweet undernotes. I have small crayfish, ground dry one, all right, just 1 tablespoon, and that's because there's a sweetness in both. This gives you, when it's dry, it becomes, you get more umami from it, right? So I'm simply complementing the same thing. Always just ensure that whatever you put in there will have it has to come from the sea, period. I don't want sea meat inside my river soup soup. All right, so then palm oil. No, don't mess with anything that is smelly, stinking, rancid, not good. Okay, so then I have, for a thickening agent, right, when you cook this soup, you would want to bring it together in some, with, you know, by thickening it. My thickening agent is Ede or Melanga white. I prefer the white one, not because the red purple one is not good. I had access to this, so I bought the fresh one and then dehydrated it using my the function. I have that function in my air fryer. And dehydrated it, but I seasoned mine with turmeric. Anywhere I can add nutrition, I got it. Here you go, 2 tablespoons. Salt to taste. I always have kosher salt. I'm not a fan of Maggi or Knorr cubes and all that. I don't use them 99% of the time. But a friend of mine visited me and bought me Maggi. So here you go, I have Maggi here. Shout out to Frankie. Habanero. This is 4 pieces of it. I actually minced it. All right, if you can't stand heat, use something else. What makes it native soup in the first place? Well, then what makes it really ethnic and traditional is precursor, y'all. You've heard me talk about this too many times. Okay, I'm using 2 of it. This is the authentic thing. This is the real thing, all right? Back home, right? Every backyard has, especially in Ekpeye, every backyard has bitter leaf. You know, fresh one. You harvest and wash it, and that's how you finish up this soup. But in this case, I don't have access to that one. Hey, Nigeria, now that one on a take cheat me. But even then, as a chef, I'm always profiling different vegetables or plants or whatever that I know we use in cooking that I don't have access to. I profile what are the alternatives that smells exactly like that or very close to it. I'm using basil. Okay, or scent leaf if you have access to it. Make no mistake, they sell scent leaf here or bitter leaf, but they are dry and all that. And for this soup, I want something fresh, you know, just to infuse freshness to it and to mimic exactly what I'm craving for. A lot of people don't know I'm not a super fan of egusi, okra, or bono. I do okra occasionally because my boys like it, but I'm not a super fan of those. I'm a native soup kind of girl, all right? Haven't heard all this. Now let's get to it. Let's get cooking. Now have you called your friend? Call your friend. Tag your friends and family. to come into Priscilla's kitchen because we are cooking, people. My river soup. I've done too many videos on this and that because I keep recreating, and when I'm hungry for it, I want to shoot a video to eat. Now let's go. Come on now. Okay, the key to this soup is to ensure that you have a hot boiling water or chicken stock or fish stock, as the case may be. So into my pan, I'm going to be adding about 5 cups of water, right? You want it to boil. Bring it to boil. Then to it, you drop your precursor. Let me break this up. I'm going to break mine up. Drop your precursor because you want to flavor the soup first, okay? This has been pre-washed. Then I'm going to add salt. Let's add a teaspoon. And then I'm going to add my pepper. I'm going to add that dry crayfish now. Why? I don't recommend you adding your fish first or your seafoods that takes less time to cook, then start dumping spices on them. No, by the time that those spices you add in start flavoring your soup, you know, your fish would have been overcooked, or shrimp, right? So you don't want none of that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add onions. I think when I introduced the soup, I didn't tell you about onions. For sure, it does have onions. Now, not a lot. Now, you could choose to blend this. I really don't care because I'm boiling. So I'm going to use, I'm not using all my oils yet because, again, my Ede has turmeric that will color my soup very well. Add Priscilla's all-purpose seasoning. 10 good minutes, let's develop that flavor. Do not touch it. You got to let that precursor do its thing. All right? Do its magic. If you don't have any Ede like this, you can use for Archie but those are the names I can remember, the few ones I can remember. While this is working, I'm going to go ahead and open up my Maggi. Ooh, look at the smell of that precursor hits my house. This is why I love what I do. So I'm going to add the Maggi now, okay? And allow them to come together. So let's give it a good 9 minutes and we'll come back and add our seafoods, okay? Don't touch the towel. That precursor has done its job and now I can fish out. When I tell you, I feel like I'm in River State, in that my Ekpeye house there. I just feel like that. Super, super transporting. So before I add my shrimp, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle that thickening agent. Our Melanga white or Ede, if you will. I sprinkle just because I don't want it to clump. Then I'm going to go ahead and zhuzh it. Then I will allow this thicken. Here's why I'm not adding shrimp. As soon as I drop the shrimp, I'm going to drop my vegetable and this soup is done. Rubbery shrimps are bad. It's abomination. Don't do it. This is when, see, the presence of turmeric in our thickening agent is also going to make your soup more orangey. All right? So let's go again for very good 3 to 5 minutes and we will be on our way to a delicious, delicious Melechi day. Here we go. You want to stir? Exactly how I want it. Smells amazing here. So now let's go ahead and simply nestle in our shrimps. Oh my God, this is a seafood heaven. You know what? If you don't even want carbohydrate, you could just make this and then just enjoy it as is. Okay? See, it turns pink immediately. Here we go. So then I'm gonna finish with my basil. Like I said, if you don't have if you don't have scent leaf, if you don't have basil, use scent leaf. This is what I have access. And here's the thing, I'm shutting off my heat. Right? We're going to take a break, and I'm telling you right here and now, this is going to be going down with fufu or pounded yam or akpo, because that's how my sons like it, right? I told you I'm a gari woman. I'll be making my gari, but they're going to be eating theirs with pounded yam. All right, I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, my friends, welcome back. See our native soup. Now this is when you see, this is why a very meaty, the white fleshy fish are much better, because if not, they will just disintegrate. For a taste test right now, before I do this photography part of it, let's just check. Okay, I'm gonna dish a little bit for myself. Yeah, that's why you put it in here. Then I'm gonna take one shrimp for sure. Go. This is what you want to do. You see that fork and knife? If I see you, don't you dare. Here you go. I say you transport. See how you take all that, Sam? Ha ha. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you. Look. Look at you. See? The right amount of heat. Everything I desired, I got it in this one. Thank you for watching. I'm going to take a picture of this, and I'm also going to set the table. Make this for your family. Oh yeah. Here you go. In case you didn't see me, I'll show you. Don't you dare use fork and knife with this. If I catch you, I'm in heaven. I don't care if you're a Nigerian, African, or Rivers, or Igbo, or Yoruba, whatever. Give this a shot. Thank me later. It's soothing. And you know what? If you don't even want any carb with this, you can just make it and eat it as a soup, because it's winter anyway. Or some of you in Nigeria. I mean, if you remember this, I can never forget. Only for America, they say don't lick your hand. Say what happen with this kind of soup. You must. All right. Ekpeye ajinyo atano be bele yene kashi o. Kosheno soto o. Kosheno motuga madigidi buta. Uyoru jile ekpeye mojo onojo. Mekano ogbedekpe or ogbojekpe. So you can at least be replicating all these things for the world to see. We are culinarily very rich. Showcase them. I'll see you next time in Priscilla's Kitchen. Please like, share, tag every single one. Even the one that don't say hello to you, tag them. Tag all of them. Tell them Priscilla's Kitchen said, tag them. Bye, y'all. Thank you for cooking with me.